Manchester, Georgia. I'm Ethan Pettit. You're watching the Care Like Colin countdown to kickoff, and it's a little bit of a different situation here today. We're picking up where we left off last night. It was about 3 minutes left in the first quarter yesterday when this game got called, and it was a long delay, whole bunch of stuff, bad weather. But the weather looks really good today. It is a little hot, but luckily it's a road game for Harris County, so they get to wear their white uniforms. But I'm going to jump into the football side of things. It was a really promising drive for Harris County on their first drive last night. That ground and pound offense was really working for them. It was Caden Harrison taking a couple up the middle. TJ Green was taking some up the middle too. It was a really promising drive. It did end with a missed field goal, but some things that they could have cleaned up easily. So we're hoping that those things can get cleaned up. And they had only one play defensively. It was a long run for Manchester that they got around the 45-yard line. So they'll start 1st and 10 from about the 47-yard line, I believe. You can see Harris County starting to warm up here. We are really looking forward to this game. It was the first game of the year, and it was really unfortunate that got called off, but it's a day game for Harris County. We haven't seen one of those in a couple years since they played Northside a couple years ago when a game got canceled due to a hurricane. And so yeah, we are getting ready here for kickoff as you see the captains of their respected lines as they warm up. But it's going to be a fun game. These two teams match up really well against each other. And walk out on the field here. We see everyone. You noticed maybe last night that they have the script logo on their helmets this year, which is a really nice touch, an old school look for Harris County, and not going with the normal HC logo, but a script helmet looking really clean on the field, and they debuted them last night. And I'm gonna walk over here. You see Coach Watson right there getting ready for his first game of the season, and I'm sure he was really pleased with how the way that first drive last night went. I mean, they were really moving the ball. They had a few first downs, and they were really moving the ball, and that was something we really like to see. The offense wasn't too explosive last year, but they found a new scheme here with usually mainly running the football, and they still have Caden Harrison at quarterback who can beat you over the top, and it's going to be really good to see when and how they play that. If they try to pop a big pass play over the top after running it 3-4 times in a row, and it's really good to have a quarterback that can do that can beat you over the top, even in an offense that's going to be mainly run dominant. So continue here, and you saw briefly last night that pregame show that Elizabeth Fisher and Braxton Roy did. It was really impressive. They did a really nice job, but they touched on a few players. Preston Jenkins, who is switched his number to number 8 this year, big player to watch this season, and he's going to be a huge piece to that Harris County defense as the season goes along. And so, I did say that first play yesterday for Manchester did go for a big play, but I mean, the good news is they've had, a day to figure out what happened there, and they can clean that up here, and hopefully they can come out there and get a 3 and out and get the football back. But yeah, Harris County got to about the 30-yard line, I believe, or maybe a little closer, and kicked a field goal and didn't go through. So yeah, we're getting ready to kick off here in Manchester. It's going to be a 0-0 score, kickoff at 2 o'clock, and we will take a break right here on HCTV.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we welcome you back to the Caroline Collin Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Ethan Pettit with you here. It's still game one, even though it's day two of this football game here between Manchester and Harris County. 0-0 score still after last night's. Just each team got one drive in. Manchester didn't get a full drive in. I mentioned just that one play. So they will start with the football when we continue this game here today. It is about 90 degrees out, so it is a warm one, and it's not something you usually see for football games. Late afternoon, I mentioned they haven't had that since a couple years ago when they played Northside, and I believe Harris County won that football game. I can't remember exactly, but we're hoping that Harris County will pull off a win this game and start their season 1-0. They'll have Lowndes next week, which we will unfortunately not be able to broadcast, but we will be getting you updates on that game. And then after that, it's the home opener against Sumter County, and they think they'll have 2 home games in a row before they go back on the road. So really looking forward to this season for Harris County. It's a new year, and they finished 4-6 last year. Looking for a little bit of a better record this year, but promising signs that they showed last night on that opening drive. So, we're still getting ready to get going here. Manchester hasn't gotten on the field yet. Harris County's out here warming up. Saw Coach Holbrook getting them hyped up as he usually does. He was out there at the prep rally yesterday and hyping up all the students, and it was a really good turnout for Harris County last night. They had a lot of students and everyone show up to that game last night, and it was really good to see that support from the Harris County family and the students. And they're getting ready here. You can hear them. They're hyped up. They are ready to start their season. They played Manchester last year to open up the season. They won 17-6. Looking for another big win here. This time it'll be on the road if they can get it done for the Tigers. So I'm gonna get you in here for this pregame speech here from Coach Holbrook. Coach Holbrook hyping them up here, as you can hear them. Again, I mentioned they played Manchester last year to open their season. That was at home. They won. They played them 2 years ago. They also won that game. So they're looking to win their last 3 meetings with a win here today over Manchester. If they can get it done, it'll be Harris County starting on defense from about their own 40-ish yard line, somewhere in there. It'll be Rick Beach on the call. So we look forward to that. You can look forward to a lot of things with this new Harris County offense and everything. So they'll head to the sidelines, and it's getting real. Harris County, Manchester.
Welcome back to Greg Oglesby Field at Manchester Memorial Stadium. Today our Blue Devil family welcomes back the players, coaches, and fans of the Harris County Tigers for the conclusion of what we eventually yet briefly started last night. We'd like to wish both of these teams and their coaches the best of luck.
And welcome back to Manchester, Georgia, where we're about to start back. A little action from last night. We saw a whole drive by Harris County, followed by one play by Manchester. Then the weather moved in. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Manchester at the Harris County 47-yard line. Got the officiating crew getting everything set up. Defensive huddle for Harris County down on the 30-yard line. Manchester's already out of their huddle. Offense lining up on the ball. Manchester with a huge gain on the first play they ran from scrimmage after Harris County missed the 36-yard field goal. And here come that Harris County defense. We're getting ready for some Saturday afternoon football here on HCTV and WRBL Plus.
Manchester 1st and 10 at the Harris County 47-yard line.
Here they come back. 4:38 and running on the clock. Manchester back under center. There's the snap, hand it back off, going the other way from the play last night. He's still going to get good yardage, maybe about 3 yards, 2 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 44, nose of the ball just touching the 44. Quarterback from Manchester, Jaden Hutto. Back under center. Hutto gets some motion. Going to hand it up the middle. A little bit of a crease, and he rolls into about the 40-yard line. See who that was on the carry. Roderick Brom, the junior with the carry. They had Ja'Cory Anthony, who had that big gain, was the motion. And that wing offense. Here they go, Hutto up under center. Brom behind him. Looked like a false start, and we got a flag on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 9. So a big play coming up. That's going to put the ball on the 45. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Clock reaching about 2:45. 4th and 2 for Manchester. Ball on the 39-yard line. Harris County defense going to try to dig deep right here and come up with a stop. You know Manchester's going to want to run the ball right at you. That's their style. There's a snap. Hand straight up in the middle. Harris County hits him at the line. They're pushing him back, and they're going to get the ball. Let's see where they mark it. They should mark it about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 1st down Harris County at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. And that defense comes running off the field. What a stop. And they'll swing momentum around to the black and gold with 2:25 on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. Caden comes a shotgun. TJ Green to his right. Handoff, Cordova coming to block out of the H-back, and he's driven back, knocked down. They're going to lose about a half a yard, maybe a full yard even, and bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. Aiden Robinson down here on the bottom of the screen. There at the slot down here is going to be McCary. And Cordova and Liam Colley is your tight end and H-back. TJ Green staying at running back. They're going to hand it back off to Green, and again hit behind the line. He fights for a little bit. I think he lost yardage again. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, 11, 3rd and 12 now. Ball on the 36-yard line. It's like Matt Love in at running back. 2 receivers for the county. They're going to fake it, throw it over here to Aiden Robinson, catches the ball, makes a man miss, drives up. It's going to bring up 4th down, although they did get some good yardage out of that play. So we're under a minute to go in the first quarter already. And it's going to be 4th down. 7 yards to go, I do believe. Punt team comes out. That's Nate Batchelor coming to punt it away. Clock still running down. Play clock at 15. Game clock reaching around that 30-second mark. Nate Batchelor waiting on the snap. Looks at Liam Colley. Liam moves his hand. Here comes a snap in the punt. Nice end-over-end punt. Fair catch called for. And he muffs it. He jumps on the ball inside the 20, maybe at the 19-yard line. And Harris County almost able to get on that ball. Manchester pounced on it. They'll take over at the 19-yard line with 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And that defense, which stood tall on 4th down, going to come right back out on the field and try to get that ball back. Seen Nate Robinson with 2 catches so far. One last night and then one today. There's a handoff around the outside. Anthony again. He's hit behind the line, brought down. So that was Keith Doffett coming in. Also looked like Cannon Teasley coming in with the tackle. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Still no score in Manchester on HCTV and WRBL Plus. And welcome back in Manchester, Georgia for Saturday afternoon football on HCTV and WRBL Plus. It's going to be 2nd and 13 from the 16-yard line for the Blue Devils. So we get ready to start this second quarter. Remember, about the halfway point, anytime there's a stoppage of play around 6 minutes, they will stop play for 3 minutes for a heat advisory, heat break. So be advised of that here in 6 minutes, which that clock will go quick with these two teams and their physical style of football. Shotgun for Manchester, going to have a little quarterback run. Here comes some pressure, slung down to the ground. Damon Brooks coming in. That's going to make it 3rd down and long, and that's how you want to keep this Manchester offense. Put them in a passing situation and make them throw the ball. That is not their strength.
Where is Dana? There he is.
3rd down. Manchester on the 12-yard line now. Harris County pushing them back. Manchester may just try to run it and see the most they can get as they line up under center. There's a false start. There's the flag. They're going to back them up again. And that's coming, you know, that tackle moving. You have to think this Harris County defense, that attack mode they've been on that edge is the reason for that. They back them up now to the 7-yard line. 3rd down, 21 to go. Harris County needs to turn it up one more play right here. Try to make them punt from deep in their own territory. Snap, hand it off. Goes nowhere. He fights a little bit. He gets out. Flag on the play. Flag coming out from the umpire. See what they want to call. Umpire talking to head official Dana Parker. Face mask on Harris County. It's going to flip the chain. Let's see. Say mark that off. Huge penalty right there on Harris County. And they're going to replay 3rd down. And this 3rd down from a 3rd and 21. Now you're at 3rd and 5. Manchester under center. They can run the football like they'd like to do. Man in motion. Toss sweep. He's getting to the outside. There's some pressure. He's hitting, slung down to the ground. KJ Neal coming in with the initial contact. And that's a containment they was looking for, and we talked about last night as they get it there on the toss sweep. And there's a 4th down, and it's going to be Manchester punting the ball away from the 22-yard line. Punter standing with his toes on the 9. Now he's on the 8-yard line. Cade and Damon back deep for the Tigers. There's a snap. Punts it. Line drive punt at Damon Brooks. He's hit before the ball gets there. We're looking. There's the flag coming from the side and the back. As Damon ran up to make the catch. He wanted to return that ball. Manchester did not give him that opportunity. And it's going to be a penalty on Manchester. And Harris County's going to get the ball on the Manchester side of the ball. Kick catch interference is the call. You heard
That's
it, Dana.
because he's out of line of sight. Somebody's calling me.
So Harris County ball on the 34-yard line.
What, Tyler?
Here comes the Harris County
I'm at the Harris County game. What's up, man?
offense coming onto the field. Big 15-yard penalty.
I gotta go. They're about to start back.
It's going to be Matt Love to the right of Caden Harrison. Harris County going right to left now on offense. You got Liam Colley and Landon Cordova, the H-back, tight end combo to the left of Caden. There's a handoff. Fake it, throw it over the middle, caught, and it's going to be first down Harris County. Aiden Robinson again, this time down to the 15-yard line. Nice fake and throw right there by Caden Harrison. And that's what they're doing with that RPO. They get you with the run, run it, run it, run it. Make the linebacker bite, opens the hole over the middle, and here we go. First and 10 from the 15. Caden Love still to his right. Snap off his fingertips. Caden takes it to the outside. He's going to try to make something out of it, and he's hit out of bounds. There's a flag. Somebody needs to get there to go. They're coming to get Caden off that sideline. Going out of bounds on the sideline. Good job by Caden to field that ball and take off running to try to make something out of it. Gets out of bounds and hit a couple steps out towards that fence. The officials are talking now. Don't know what too much to discuss right here. And here comes Dana Parker to give us an update. It's going to be personal foul both sides. Offset and penalties. Replay the down.
Personal foul, both teams offsetting penalties.
Sure, something was said by Harris County about that hit. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15 again. Hand it off to Love. Finds a hole. There's a flag come out. Spin. He's into the end zone. But we go back and check the flag laying at the 15-yard line. It come from the area of holding, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Holding on Harris County. They're back-to-back plays. Harris County's called for a penalty that's hurt them. It's going to be 1st down and 20 from the 25-yard line. Liam Colley coming back out on the field. And here comes the play coming in. See Aiden Robinson back out there. And there's a timeout taken by Coach Watson. We're going to take it with him on HCTV and WRBL+.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And after the timeout Harris County took, back on the field here. Doffett now at the H-back. Looks like McCurry at top. Aiden Robinson down at the bottom. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle to Doffett. He makes the catch. And he's brought down about the 15. That'll get the penalty yardage back. And bring up a 3rd down and 10 to go from the 15-yard line. It's a nice RPO by Caden Harrison. Third and 9 is what they'll call it. As Harris County's got the ball to the 14-yard line. 9 minutes even to go. Love in there behind Caden. Caden gets it. Caden has another flag on Harris County. A false start. Back them up 5 more and make it 3rd and 14. Connor Creed at left tackle wearing that 54 jersey. You got Wyatt Williams. Sam Barfield, that's your center to left tackle. We'll get the right side shortly. Here's 3rd down and 14 on the 19-yard line. They're going to fake it again. He's going to throw it towards the end zone. Aiden Robinson. There's a flag for pass interference. As Aiden had his man beat. The only way he could do was face guard him, and that's what he got. And for Manchester's sake, that's better than the alternative rather. Is Aiden Robinson having a really good game, and his presence and knowing is helping that out. Caden really doing a good job on that RPO, run fake. He's done got me a couple times. Harris County going up. It's going to be first down. Goal to go. Ball on about the 9.5. TJ Green coming in as Matt Love comes off. TJ next to Caden. Another fake. Throw it out to the outside. They got a guy to 5. He lowers his shoulder. Touchdown. Tigers to start 2026. McKyree catches the ball at the 4, lowers his shoulder, gets into the end zone. Harrison to Vitale for 6. It looks like it's Tanner Gunther coming in for the extra point. Caden Harrison, the holder, catches a snap, kicks up, kicks right down the middle, and that's 7-0 Harris County here in Manchester. Preston Jenkins to Caden Harrison to Tanner Gunther for the kick. We're up 7-0 on HCTV WRBL Plus.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back in. Harris County driving it down there. Shot themselves in the foot a couple times with a penalty, but giveth and taketh away. They gave it right back with the pass interference, and Harris County takes advantage. Batchelor with a kick. High kick going deep. Let's see. That goes into the end zone. And that brings a cheer from the crowd. And that's called growth, people. That's Nate Batchelor. Coming in last year, he was trying to get it. He could get it to about the 5-yard line as deep as he could kick it, so that made Harris County have to try to do some angle kicks. Soccer players staying in the weight room, practicing on those kickoffs. Fun to see. Remember last year him working on them. And this year the junior able to punt it or boot it into the end zone on the kickoff, and that's such a weapon. Now Manchester takes it over at the 20-yard line. Harris County wants to protect this lead. Defense gets settled in. Under center, obviously, with this wing. Hand it right back. Harris County hits him. He's breaking away. Big hit on that outside. Trey Anderson, Indris Albury, Liam Colley on that defensive line. Also, you got big Cam Hudson down there. See Trey Anderson, Cam Hudson right there in the middle. Indris on that left end. They're coming to that end of the field. They fake it. They're looking to throw the ball. Pressure coming from the backside. Turn around. And there's going to be incomplete. Preston Jenkins in the coverage over the middle. And that's going to bring up a third down. Third down. See what this is. 10 to go for the first down. Ethan mentioned it in the pregame. Ethan Pettit mentioned Harris County seeking its third victory in a row over Manchester, which would tie the longest win streak for Harris County in rivalry history. Here they go, third down, and 10 to go from the 20. Manchester man in motion. Looked like a false start, and it was. And they're going to back them up 5 more. And you have to feel Manchester's offense gets this, feel this pressure coming from this Coach Holbrook coach defensive line. This is Cam Hudson, Liam Colley, and it's Trey Anderson out there. See KJ Neal that linebacker spot. Jaden Brown, other linebacker spot, trying to bring some pressure. Preston Jenkins coming in there from the safety spot, showing that senior leadership, firing them up, knowing this defensive line hole is the key to everything for this defense. They flip it around. Damon Brooks will play at the safety. Shotgun formation. Manchester gets it. He rolls out to his right. Little bit of pressure coming, little bit coming. Flag on the play, throw over the middle, caught, and brought down about the 47, 48. They're going to mark it at the 49. There is a flag on the play coming from the back judge, throwing it deep in the field. Let's see what they call, maybe on the defense. And they're going to decline the penalty. It's going to be first down. Manchester at the 49-yard line. Not quite in plus territory, but they are close. So they hit a big 29-yard pass from Hutto. And they're going to stay in the shotgun formation. 3 wide to the top. They're going to throw it back over here, a little wide receiver screen, caught. Now he's in plus, makes a man miss, carries it down. Now there's going to be first down. Ball on the 36-yard line, and Manchester's cooking something up right here as they're coming downfield, throwing the ball. You have to think they stay in that formation with Jaden Hutto. Now they go back to that option. Little wishbone run to that outside. Harris County greets him and slams him down. Keith Doffett, Damon Brooks in there. Hutto to Gamble. They're going to bring up second down. Looks like 10 to go again. Ball sitting right on the 36-yard line. Round 6, coming up about 6:20, 6:15 to go here in the second quarter. So that heat timeout coming up. They're going to take the heat break at the next stoppage. Right now they're under center, 2nd and 10. There's a handoff straight up in the middle. Harris County greets him. And they might have gave him. Looks like 3rd and 9. Indris Aubrey with the stop. Games go quick with this offense, running the ball like they do. Harris County standing in the line of scrimmage. Now they form out, fan out to this formation. Kadofi Revel at running back. There's a timeout by Manchester. And I believe this is going to be the 3-minute heat timeout as well. It will be. So we'll be right back on HCTV WRBL Plus.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back to Manchester, Georgia on a Saturday afternoon football. 5:32 to go till halftime. Harris County clinging on to that 7-0 lead on a Harrison to McKyree Vitale 5-yard touchdown. A little bit earlier, but Manchester trying to drive down here. This is going to be 3rd and 8 on the 34 when we go back to action. We're on a little heat advisory timeout. Talked to Dana Barker before the game. He said they're right on the edge on the wet bowl, which GHSA uses for mandatory breaks. So he went ahead and said, hey, with the, the getting later in the day, it might heat up a little bit more. So they went ahead and did it. And luckily, some of these games had some cloud covers. Now the clouds move and it gets completely daylight out there. So here we go. There's the whistle to start the play clock. Under center on this 3rd and 8. Revel in the backfield. They hand it to him. He's hit and driven down. Big stop right there. Let's see who comes up. Jaden Brown, Keith Doffett coming out of there. They look to the sideline. This is going to be 4th down. It's going to be where Manchester's going to want to go for this. Ball on the 32. They're going to call it 4th down, 6 to go. Manchester quarterback Jaden Hutto coming back with a play call. Harris County's reaching to the crowd, wanting some fan noise, and they're getting it. Harris County crowd, pretty good crowd coming out for a Saturday. Getting some sun and getting some good football. Shotgun formation. Hutto gets the snap. He's looking downfield. He throws a pass over the middle. Intercepted. It's going down the sideline. Matt Love, 50, 40, 30. Hutto's got it. It's going to be touchdown, Tigers. Matt Love read it like a book. Picked it off, hit the sideline. We look back. There's no laundry on the field. 13-0 Harris County. 4:34 in the second. And this crowd erupted along with the sideline. Now there is a piece of laundry at the 20. And it's going to be on Manchester. Touchdown's good. Put the points on the scoreboard. And we're going to run a Tanner Gunther out there for the extra point. Matt Love's coming up big, switching to defense and offense this year and making an impact on the opening game. When the pass came out, this place, you could feel the tension with the fans just all stood up in anticipation. And Matt Love made the catch, took it down the sideline, really just had one man to beat, and he smoked him. Gunther counting it off right here. It'll be Jenkins to Harrison. Saw it all last year, doing it again here. Snap, hold, kick, and he got it. Gunther sneaks it through, and now it makes it 14-0. And that is exactly how you plan this if you're Harris County. Put Manchester in passing situations and then attack the football. What a play. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Kinetic Credit Union, Bashir's Kubota, over in Opelika, Joe Dasher. Season tickets at Harris County for years, huge supporter. Of course, Derek Moxley Concrete Service. And all he does for not just Kudzu, not just HCTV, not just Harris County football, but the high school in the entire county. And don't forget, in a couple weeks, go see that awesome artwork he did, the concrete HC over in the outside the end zone. And then, of course, Carolite Collins supporting the youth of Harris County, youth everywhere. They give a great job from rec league, the middle school, to the high school level. We mentioned it yesterday. There's not one kid on that sideline that Carolite Collins hasn't touched their lives in some way, shape, or form. And it's awesome to see is Harris County's all the momentum with this 14-0. You saw that replay of the touchdown. Matt Love coming down the sidelines. Man, it was such a big play. But now for Harris County, it's that shutdown possession right here. Let's keep that momentum. And it's going to be Batchelor kicking it back off. And, man, there's a penalty enforced on the kickoff. Harris County going to move it up now. They're going to kick it from the 45. So Batchelor Could look to just try to aim it to the back of the end zone now. Harris County got their 5 to the left, 5 to the right, and Batchelor boots it up and into the end zone through the uprights. Too bad we don't get points for that. And it's 14-0 with 4:34. Harris County with all the momentum. And now let's see if they can get that heat turned up on defense. And do not let Manchester score right here because they do get the ball after the break. So after halftime, it'll be Manchester's football. So don't let them get a score here and try to double up on you to tie this game. Keep that heat, keep that pressure turned up if you're Coach Wingard on defense. First-year defensive coordinator, long-time Harris County Tiger. We mentioned last night his wife graduated from Harris County. Coach Wingard on the softball side. She coaches at Harris County, teaches there. This defense is a Wingard defense. There's a snap. Hand it right up the middle. Nothing doing. Going to bring up second down, clock running. And that's why it's so important for Harris County to get this big lead against Manchester where they want to eat that clock up. You'll allow it. Second and 9 on the 21-yard line. Cam Hudson, Liam Colley. Looks like Wyatt Williams coming in. Indris, of course, down there at defense line. They're coming that way. Motion into the toss sweep. Here comes Harris County. And they hit him a couple times, and they bring him down by the 20-yard line. Indris Aubrey coming in with the turn back. KJ Neal coming in, cleaning house. Cam Hudson getting in there. And that whole defense coming in. We mentioned Coach Wingard's defense need to keep the heat coming, and they do. Another 1-yard gain, going to make it 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line, or 3rd and 8 rather, from the 22. Under 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. So you're going to have Kay Tyus one-on-one on the outside with the receiver at the numbers at the top, under center. Going to fake it, hand it to the back coming on the outside. Nobody's out there. Matt Love comes up, slows him down, and cleans him up. Let's see where they spot it. Should be about the 28, which will make it 4th and 2. Matt Love using his speed to close in the distance. Cartavius Gamble got the handoff after the fake. 4th and 2 is going to be a punt. You kind of have to look down to Coach Watson to see if he wants to burn a timeout or he's going to save it for the offense. He'll elect to choose it to use them on offense. 2.5 minutes coming on the clock. Yeah, I think Manchester cannot afford to give up another score. If you're Harris County, you'd love to take a 3-score lead into halftime. Kay Tyus standing midfield. Matt Love at the top hash mark. And there's a timeout by Manchester. We're going to stay with you. They have one remaining after that. And Harris County getting this break. Like I said, we're going to stay with you with the end of half coming up soon. Harris County looking to get the ball around midfield. Remember on the last one was a low kick that Damon Brooks went to catch and had some catch interference. But he was looking to return it because it was a low line drive. It just hung up long enough for the gunner to come down and make a hit. And that led to the Harris County touchdown. We mentioned a good crowd here in Manchester for Harris County on this Saturday afternoon. Beautiful weather. And again, Ethan Pettit mentioned in the pregame about the Northside game a couple years ago, won by Harris County on a Saturday afternoon after Hurricane pushed it back. And here's the punt. Brady Daniel punts it away short. Spiral. It's going to take a Manchester rolling. They're going to let it go to the 30-yard line. Stop right on the 30. Cade thought he had a chance, but you can't blame him not wanting to field a rolling football. Remember, a football, it's oblong. It ain't as easy to field as a ground ball and say baseball or softball. You know, a round ball is going to take a more true roll than a oblong object. So good idea right there. Just let it go. It's going to be Harris County football with 2:13 to go. Ball right on the 30-yard line. See Coach Watson talking to the offense. Coach Sloan and Coach Sweat wearing a bucket hat. Instead of the customary bald head, he's got it protected here in the daytime. He runs to his normal spot, way off the ball. He likes to get a good look at that offensive line. And there's a snap. Thought I heard a whistle. No whistle. Throw it downfield. McCarry got it. He stays on his feet. 30. Look behind him. Nobody's coming. 10, 5, touchdown. Tigers. Caden Harrison. McCarry. 70-yard touchdown right off the bat. And with 2:01, it's all Tigers in Manchester. Man, way to come out of that. Staying aggressive on defense. Keep that aggression on offense. Coach Oropeza, attack, attack, attack. You see the replay. McCarry beat his man off the line, and he takes it the distance. And Tanner, there's a snap, hold, kick. And how about that? Right down the middle, lands at the scoreboard. It's 21-0 with 2:01 to go. Almost halftime here in Manchester. Harris County keeping this momentum. They got to keep it rolling. Coach Nesbitt getting his kickoff team ready. Get them out there. Shout out to this offense and defensive coaching staff as they got the boys rolling on this Saturday afternoon on the road. I mean, we mentioned this coaching staff. First-year coach here on the football side, Coach McCall, Jeremy McCall. We go by J-Mac with his defensive backs. His group making an impact with a pick six. Of course, Coach Holbrook and his defensive line has just been fueling nightmares. He loves to use that phrase, and that's what they're doing today with the pressure and stopping that run game. And you can do that against a option offense, running that wishbone. Good things happen. Here come Nate Batchelor and this Harris County kickoff team. And everybody's ready. And he booms. It's going to come up a little short of the end zone. They're going to field it about the 7. Coming right down the hash mark. Cuts to the outside at the 20. 25 makes a man miss. Steps out of bounds about the 30. Let's see where they spot it. Going to be a good kickoff return. They're going to give the ball to Manchester with 1:53. Be first and 10 from the 31-yard line.
He was run out of bounds by Malik Ransom.
Way to contain it, not letting him get out and get too far into midfield. And here we go. This defense running out there. See Trey Anderson in that 70. Jalen Hudson coming in, that nose guard spot. He's going to dig in. Get ready to stop this running attack. You got to think it's coming. This Manchester don't want to risk too much. Gamble in motion. They're going to fake the handoff, roll out for a pass. Indris coming with pressure. And let's see if they caught that ball. They did not. Incomplete pass. Those will stop the clock. Be second down and 10 from the 31. If you're Harris County, if you could force a mistake now from this Manchester, get the ball deep down here in Manchester territory. Remember, we mentioned that Manchester gets the ball. That's why they do want to throw it and try to sneak a score in and try to steal momentum because they know they get the ball after the break. Liam Colley, Trey Anderson on our side down here. Indris flip to the top. Jalen Hudson in the middle. Motion. They're going to hand it to the man in motion. And he's brought down. Trey Anderson getting in there. Trey Anderson playing both sides today. Offense playing some great tackle. Then he's coming in defense. Love the heart on this kid, and you love the length of him. Long arms, long legs. And right there, them long arms, he reaches out there, snatches the ball carrier to the ground, and the clock running. Going to be third down. Looks like about 11 to go. Ball on the 29. Harris County has 2 timeouts after this third. Now let's see what Manchester might want to run it. Bring a man in motion. They're going to fake it to him, roll out for a pass. Indra's coming. It's going to be hit by Liam. Ball falls incomplete. No flag on the play. 4th down. And here we go. With 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Harris County going back to get this punt. Daniel standing with his toes almost on the 15-yard line. As Matt Love comes up, we're going to go single return man. Cade Tyus, he's going to stand about the 41-yard line. Harris County almost gets to the ball. Punt, fair catch called for and caught at the 35.5. And that's where this offense go on the field. I'd like to thank Kinetic Credit Union, Bashir's Kubota, Derek Moxley Concrete Service, Bass Electrical, and Carolite Collin. We did them last night. The players to watch, we said Damon Brooks and Preston Jenkins, offense and defense, was the Bass Electrical players to watch. Bo Doffett, Connor Creed, your left side offensive line, Wyatt and William Wicks on the right side. Harrison back to pass. He throws it deep. Aiden over the fingertips, and it's incomplete. Nice attempt right there by Coach O to try to attack deep. Aiden Robinson was down there just off the fingertips. As this offensive line has changed. A couple possessions. Wicks, Williams, Barfield, Doffett, and Creed going from right to left. Caden Harrison comes in with the play call. TJ Green at running back. Aiden down at the bottom. McCurry up top. And Landon Cordova, your H-back. They run it that way. TJ Green gets going and snatched down around the 40-yard line. And the clock going to run down. Third and 6. Coach Watson takes off the headset. Looks like they're going to say that's good for halftime. And they're going to take it to the break. Good job right there. Don't want to have a mistake that's uncalled for and lose this momentum. But right now it's Saturday afternoon in Manchester, and it's all Harris County. We go to the break. It's 21-0. Tigers on top.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back into Manchester. We're about to get ready for the second half. It's Ethan Pettit with you here. Just going to recap the first half here. It's 21-0 at the break. Harris County dominated that first half. They had a pick six and then a long play to Makari Vital to get the lead it here up to 21-0. There was a lot of penalties in the first half. They cleaned it up there towards the second quarter going in to halftime. But, you know, the thing is, like, it is super hot out here today, and for this team, after last night, to have to come out here and play this game, it's 90-plus degrees here, and, you know, they are dominating, really. The line of scrimmage is being dominated by Harris County. That offense and defensive line are making plays over the top. I didn't even see hardly, many positive plays from Manchester there in that first half, but, yeah, 21-0. So we're about to get ready for that second half. And so we will take a break right here on HCTV.
And welcome back into Manchester, Georgia. Both teams on the field getting ready for this second half to start. And how about that second quarter for Harris County? 21 points in the second quarter to have this 21-0 lead. Manchester does get the ball, but you're playing the style of football you want to, and you're forcing Manchester to play a style of football they do not want to. And Harris County is just going to have to hope now that break didn't slow momentum. Coach Holbrook taking the team down there through their stretches, getting ready for the second half. Shout out CaroliteCollin.org and the support for Harris County that they have. And shout out to Ethan Pettit, the pregame and the halftime. Incredible job by Ethan. And you could hear Ethan Monday we have softball on HCTV. You hear Ethan Pettit Monday and Tuesday with softball with Northgate, and then volleyball tri-match Northside and Central Phoenix City coming up to Hamilton for the first home match in the gym at Harris County High School, as the game got moved to the middle school due to a lightning strike right before the game. Shout out to Miss Taylor at the middle school having everything ready to go. And right now, Coach Holbrook getting everything ready to go. And also next week, Stars Mill softball. And then Friday, that Lowndes County will not be a live stream due to Lowndes County's streaming policy, but we will be able to give updates and, you know, just in a pregame show, all that good stuff down in Lowndes for what we're hoping to be an incredible environment. And speaking of the Lowndes trip, how about this schedule for the Tigers this year? You go Manchester and Lowndes on the road, come home for a really good Sumter County game, Sumter County team, then New Hampstead, then it's all region the rest of the way, including 4 home games in 5 weeks from LaGrange to Stars Mill with an off week sandwich in the middle on that October 2nd. So just an incredible schedule that's only going to help Harris County with the PSR, which GHSA is going to this season. And they got both teams going to the sidelines. Coaches are settled in up in the booth. Coach Nesbitt's getting his kickoff squad. He's talking to them. He's getting them fired up down there. They just got out of the launch pad, walking out onto the field. And it's going to be the Harris County defense going on the field. And they'll be going left to right as Manchester will receive it. Down on the end of the field, towards the concession stand, driving towards the school, middle school. Bachelor sets it on the 40. He's going to pace it off. We're getting ready for some football here in the second half.
Bachelor set to kick off the second half.
And there's Nate. Up, and we're underway. Nice kick. It's selling high, long, caught on the 1. And they're going to say he wasn't in the end zone. He's going towards the outside. He's got it 15, 20. He's going down the sideline, 30. There he goes. Down the midfield and slung out of bounds. Great kickoff return for Manchester. Nate Bachelor getting him out of bounds. And that ball's close to being in the end zone. Almost thought it did cross the goal line, which would have made it a touchback. But that's why it's so important to be able to get it one more yard. And it's Manchester ball with no momentum at the 20. Now they feel a little bit of momentum as they're going to get the ball at the 41-yard line to start this half. If they're looking for anything to get momentum and to get something positive to happen and build on, they may have just got it right there. They're going to go wing formation. Hutto under center. Snap. He's going to hand it to Gamble. Makes a man miss. They go up there. The second level of defense get him. And Cartavius Gamble's taken down for a short gain. Should bring up a 2nd and 9, it looks like, for this Blue Devil offense. This Harris County defense has played really well. Remember last night they had one play. Gamble got to the outside. I believe it was Jaden Ja'Cory Anthony got it to the outside. I'll get it right eventually. And he got a big gain. Since then, they've really been able to keep the big plays down and forcing Manchester to make multiple plays to try to build something. Here we go. There goes Anthony, handing it right up in the middle. He's got a Revel going. He breaks a tackle. Now he's going to the 21-yard line, be a first down Blue Devils. And they're coming out the gate smoking. Harris County's got to figure this out and shut it down. Kay Tyus credited with the tackle. Manchester had the 21 of Harris County driving down, trying to answer back right here in the second half and build their momentum. Gamble at running back, man in motion. They're going to hand it to Gamble right up the middle. And he's brought down. KJ Neal with the tackle in the backfield. They might have got him back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to spot him. Short gain, it looks like. He must have fell forward to the 19. They're going to say 2nd and 8. Gamble lined up behind Hutto. Toss out to him. Harris County trying to contain it. And they got him stopped. They got to bring him down. They do. Big loss. KJ Neal coming over there. Damon Brooks coming in to clean it up. And that's outside containment at its finest. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Manchester. They're going to have the ball on the 26-yard line. This 3rd down. They're going to go shotgun formation. Hutto, quarterback. Cartavius Gamble to his right. He's got 2 receivers at the top. Turner at the bottom in motion. They're going to take the snap and roll out that way. He's going to look that way. He's going to throw that way. And the pass is going to be complete. Caught the 18-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th down. And a big 4th down for this Harris County defense. Hutto got the play. He brings it in.
Blue Devils 4th and 7.
You hear it on the PA, 4th and 7. Shotgun formation. The Harris County crowd making some noise on this end of the field. Shotgun. Hutto drops back. Looking. Pressure coming up the middle. They take him down to the 30. Sack. Indris Aubrey right up the middle. Slams him down. And this Harris County offense will take over right there. 1st and 10, Harris County. Coach Holbrook and Cam Hudson celebrating as that pressure. Coach Wingard brought it up the middle. And there was nowhere for Hutto to go with the ball. as it was all Tigers in front of him, and he just could eat it and fall down. And it's going to be first down from the 31-yard line as that ball is right there on the 31, nose of the ball touching the 31. And it's going to be Caden Harrison with T.J. Green to his right, his left. Landon Cordova, the H-back. And there's a flag. Looks like Manchester jumped. And it's going to be offsides Manchester, 1st and 5. And you have to like your choices as offensive coordinator. Coach O could be a little selective right here. We saw on 1st and 10, he went for a 70-yard bomb in the first half. To Aiden Robinson, see what he chooses to do here. Here we go, McKyree going to the top. Aiden Robinson down here at the bottom. T.J. Green to the left of Caden. Caden gets the snap. He's going to hand it to Green, goes up the middle, drives them legs, drives those legs, gets a little bit of a gain on that, hit behind the line. T.J. Green is an extremely strong kid. Gets a short gain, going to bring up 2nd down and short. Or a big gain to bring up 2nd down and short right there. You had 1st and 5. They're going to call it. Now they move the chains back from where they had it. 2nd and 3. Snap to Caden. He's going to hand it. TJ finds a hole, runs over a man, gets down to the 45-yard line. And TJ Green playing his style of football as a stoppage on the field. And we're going to take an injury timeout right here on HCTV and WRBL Plus.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
This is Harris County football, and nobody does it like the county.
And welcome back. Harris County's has an injured player on the field as they're tending to him. You see the scoreboard, 7:56 to go here in Manchester. And he's up and coming off the field. Senior tight end Ryan Blanton walking off the field under his own power. He's off the field. They're getting ready. Whistle blows. The offense coming back on the field. Was a big first down run by TJ Green.
Harris County, 1st and 10.
And they go into the shotgun formation. There's a snap, fake, throwing it deep. McCurry looking up. McCurry has it, goes off his hands. No flags on the field. And gonna bring up 2nd down. McCurry had him, good coverage by Jaleel McMillan. But McCurry had it bounce off his hands and fall incomplete. Loving the aggression right here. Taking chances when you feel like you have it. Barfield over the ball at his center spot. He snaps it to Cade. Another fake, another throw. This one McCurry catches, slung down on the Manchester side of the field.
He's stopped by Jaden Turner.
Turner with the stop. Patel
7-yard gain on the play.
gonna have it 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for Harris County.
And they're looking toward the sidelines. Third down, a long 3, according to where they have the marker. Caden waiting on the snap. TJ with him. Straight drop back pass over the middle. And a little bit behind McCurry. And it's going to be McMillan in coverage again. Going to bring up 4th down and 3 to go. And see what Coach Watson wants to do. Looks at Coach Nesbitt. They're going to put the punt team back on the sideline. And Harris County going to go for it right here. On the Manchester side of the field, ball on the 47. 4th and 4 now. That's what they're calling it officially. You got Nate. Got Aiden Robinson at the bottom of the screen. McCurry up top. Caden looking over towards the sideline. He gets it. Coach Sloan, Coach Friedley, and Coach Watson all giving in hand signals. Looking at the play clock. You have to burn a timeout. They're going to come talk about it on the sidelines. It's a big play coming up for Harris County right here. If you could keep this drive going, you're at the 7 minutes and 22nd mark. If you could keep this drive going, take more time off the clock and end it with points, it'd be huge and play such a big role in the, taking some of the energy out of that Manchester sideline. But if you're Manchester, if you can make this stop here, you feel you could capture some of that momentum and try to, mount this comeback against Harris County. And they're talking about what they need to do here. So you can see both sides of it for Harris County. You want to keep that momentum. 4th and 3. Now the scoreboard changes it back on the scoreboard here in Manchester. Flips it back to a 4th and 3 from the 47. But if you punt it, play with your defense on the field. Remember, Manchester did have a muff earlier in the game. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. Coach Sweat getting his offensive line instructions. Coach Watson, Freely, and Sloan in the offensive huddle. They come out towards the sidelines. Connor Creed, the left tackle. Bo Doffett, William Wicks, Sam Barfield, Wyatt Williams, your offensive line. Liam, Landon Cordova. Harrison gets a snap. They're going to hand it to Green. Slips away. He breaks another tackle with a spin. He's forcing it down. It's going to be a 1st down. Harris County, TJ Green goes nuts on that play. Hit in the backfield, and he was spinning. He was juking. He was moving and powering through, and he gets the 1st down. We talked about it at media days with Coach Watson, and I believe it was Sam Barfield. What's a Tommy Watson guy? TJ Green showing that's what a Tommy Watson guy is. This fight with all you got. And that 4th down, they needed every bit of muscle out of the guy. And TJ showing it off right there. Big play. TJ Green, the junior, now it's going to be another big power formation. They fake it. They throw it. Almost tipped it, looked like. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Harris County. Huge play on 4th down. We're under 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 37-yard line. Preston Jenkins coming off the field. Landon Cordova and Liam Colley, your tight end H-back combo with TJ Green at running back. And they're going to run it again. TJ gets a hole. He's still driving. He's down across the 30, bounce to the outside 25, 24-yard line. Umpire goes down on the play. As TJ Green bouncing off everybody in the middle of the field. Then he ends up on the outside of the field. And them chains are moving. TJ comes jogging off the field. Matt Love coming into the game at running back. From one extreme to the other, but don't let Matt Love's size fool you. He could bounce off with the best. They're going to fake it to him, throw it in the middle. And there comes the flag. Is Aiden was hit before the ball got there. Draws a penalty on Manchester. It's going to be a 1st down on for Harris County. And timeout on the field. Around this, there's going to be a timeout Manchester. We'll take it with them, HCTV and WRBL Plus.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back with 6:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. County with the ball now right outside. The goal to go is going to be 1st and 10 from the 11. So you can get the 1st down without getting a touchdown. Matt Love coming in at running back. Caden Harrison, senior quarterback at Harris County. Love to his right. And the junior Love gets the handoff, drives up the middle. And they're going to say he stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 to go. The 11 again. TJ Green coming back in at running back. So they're rotating backs in there, but TJ having a great game and a great 2nd half.
Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9.
And here comes and it looks like Harris County jumped on that one. That's going to back them up 5 and make it 3rd down and 2nd down and 14 to go. I had it backwards, my bad. 2nd and 14. There's a hard count. They got Manchester to jump a couple times earlier. They was trying to get it again and got their own guy to jump. Harris is going to have TJ Green to his left on the 2nd and 14. Ball on the 16-yard line. There's a snap, fakes a handoff, throws it out, and McKyree catches it. And we're going to have a late hit on the quarterback as McKyree's brought down about the 2-3 yard line. I can't see it down in that corner, but it looked like a late hit on Caden. May have another flag on the field. The officials are talking there. Middle of the field, about the 25-yard line.
What's that? Because he's eligible. Okay. 35 is eligible. All right. I got personal foul, roughing the passer. We're going to go half. First down. Be first and goal on the 5.5.
It's going to be first and goal after the penalty. Late hit, roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against Manchester.
And here, first and goal. See where they spot the ball down on the far end of the field towards the concession stand for Manchester.
Harris County first and goal from the 7-yard line.
They're going to say ball on the 7, but it's going to be a short 7. It's now Caden shotgun, now a pistol formation. TJ Green behind him. Snap, hand it off. They came in and hit him. He keeps driving. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see. TJ Green don't even go down. They hit him in the backfield. TJ Green built like a bowling ball, running like a wrecking ball here in the second half. And it's going to bring up second and goal for Harris County. We're under 4.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
Tigers second and goal from the 7.
Caden waiting on the snap from Barfield. There's the snap. Give it to Green, hit again. He's going to keep driving his legs. They're going to push the pile, and they're going to get to about the 6-yard line. Manchester saying the ball came out and they came up with it. There's also a flag on the play, but there's also a flag, so we got to check everything. Right now it's Manchester ball. No flag on the play. Manchester first and 10 from the 5-yard line.
The flag is waved off. Manchester first and 10.
So we're under 4 minutes to go. Now Manchester has the ball. Now you're asking this defense. You see the replay right here of this TJ Green fumble. He was driving his legs, trying to get some yardage. Ball just came out before he was down. Now Manchester. And now we're going to have the, looks like the heat advisory timeout. This could be that 3-minute timeout Dana Barker was talking about before the game. So let's take the break with them, and we'll be right back on HCTV and WRBL Plus.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
This is Harris County football, and nobody does it like the county.
And Rick Beach with you back in Manchester, Georgia. Shout out to the HCTV crew today. Mix of adults and students making this broadcast happen. We got Jacob Harbuck on the camera, Scarlett Snyder and Elizabeth Fisher helping up top on the production side, Drew Plata and Ethan Pettit on the sidelines. Also have Sam Harkins helping out on the sidelines. And, of course, the puppet master of the whole operation, Brandon Schwobel. As momentum change, as Manchester gets a fumble out of Harris County in a goal-to-go situation. Bad news, they have 95 yards to go against this ferocious Harris County defense. Let's see if Holbrook's defensive line can continue their dominance. Hutto gets the snap under center. He's going to hand it off, a little trap up the middle. Harris County plugs the hole. And they're going to keep that gain to about a 2-yard gain, bring up a 2nd and 8.
Corey Anthony, the ball carrier. 2-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 8.
Now with the defense, waiting to see. You got Liam Colley, see him on the right side of that defensive line. Trey Anderson next to him, Cam Hudson and Indris on the other side, making up them 4 defensive linemen. Here comes a pass. He's standing in the end zone. He's throwing it deep. Harris County gets the interception at the 30. They're coming across the field. Damon Brooks inside the 10. 5, touchdown, Tigers! And for the first time in rivalry history, Harris County breaks the 21-point mark. Damon Brooks with a pick 6. And now a flag on the field. Let's see if it was during the play or after the play. Unsportsmanlike on Harris County. Let's see. Touchdown is good. After the play, unsportsmanlike on Harris County.
Unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown against Harris County.
Damon Brooks with the pick 6, and this Harris County defense playing on all sides. We talk about Coach Holbrook and that defensive line, but how about Coach McCall and his defensive backs? 2 pick 6s. Gunther coming in for the extra point. We mentioned it, Harris County is the snap, hold, and kick are all good. And Harris County never scored more than 21 against Manchester in a rivalry that's over 70 years of football. And Harris County up 28-0 here with 2:54 to go. Here in the third, you see the replay. Under center, he dropped back standing in his own end zone. Hutto just throws it up. And Brooks picked it off. And how about KJ Neal? First lead blocker and an escort right to the corner of the end zone. And Harris County seizing it. And how about that? You give the ball after the turnover and your defense says, that's all right, boys. Picks them up and scores. Nate Batchelor gonna have to kick this one off from the 25. If he could kick this one through the end zone, he'd be playing for the Falcons on Sundays because he's kicking this bad boy a long way from the end zone. Manchester on about the 20. That's about where you expect this ball. And he boots it, and he booms that thing. It's back, lands at the 2, 3. He fields it. And they're going to say he's coming back with it. He cuts up the middle past the 20. Big hit. And snatched down. Flag comes in. I don't know what the official saw. Had to be something obvious because he threw it from way back here. There's also one right on the play. I thought I saw a crackback block for Manchester. Wonder if that's what the flag was for. It's going to be a hold on Manchester.
Holding against Manchester.
And, you know, when you see an official from that far away throw the flag, you think it has to be on a hold and sometimes even away from the play for him to be able to see it at that angle because he's also watching some of the stuff the officials right on the ball aren't watching. And Manchester, you know, that ball was kicked from the 25, and if he lets it bounce one more time, it's in the end zone for a touchback. And choosing to field it and come back proves costly because now it's going to be first down and 10 to go. That's the good news for Manchester. Bad news, you're on the 12-yard line. You got 88 yards to go, looking for the end zone. This defense comes back out there. Cannon Teasley, Doffett, and Neal, your linebackers, motion. They're going to give the handoff. He's trying to get to the outside. Harris County wraps him up and eases him down. Preston Jenkins, Keith Doffett in on the tackle. Bring up second down. He got pretty good yardage on that play. Said they give him 4 yards, it looks like.
3-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 7.
They're going to say 2nd and 7. Roll out pass, throwing it to a wide open receiver. Cade Tyus comes in and makes the tackle.
Hodo with a pass completed. Justice Kempson.
Going to be a first down.
Cade Tyus stop the Tigers.
Justice Kempson, the junior with the tackle. Going to bring up first down. Ball on the nose of the ball, touching
from their own 26.
26. We're inside 2 minutes to go here in the third. Shotgun formation. Manchester has to throw it. Most of this drive, they could run it for effect, it seems like. They're going to hand it off, fake the handoff. Here comes pressure on the backside. And Trey Anderson, Indris Albury coming with a sack. Trey Anderson with the first to the ball. Big play for Trey Anderson. We mentioned Manchester having to throw the ball. That is not the style of ball they want to play. Just like that, flips it around after the first down from the 26. They're going to second down. From about the 16, inside a minute to go. There's the handoff. Oh, a little reverse. They got us on that one. They're going to the outside. Cannon Teasley chasing him down. He horse collars him. Flags come in from everywhere.
Justice Kempson on the carry for the Blue Devils.
Manchester hits a reverse.
He's stopped by Cannon.
It hit big. They get to the outside. Everybody from Harris County went one way. The play went the other. Cannon Teasley chasing down. He reaches up there with a horse collar tackle. Looks like Kempson is okay. The junior got the reverse. That's the biggest play of the day for Manchester. Almost equivalent to the run they had last night, the one play they got to run. Then you add on the penalty yardage even more. It is the biggest play. They're going to have the ball at the Harris County 39-yard line. And there's the whistle. Clock is running. Harris County defense, one of the few mistakes.
Blue Devils 1st and 10 from the Harris County 39-yard line.
With the losing containment, then the horse collar. Right now they need to atone for it. Under center's Hutto, man in motion. They're going to roll out that way looking to pass. He stops, he plants, he's going to take off running, and there's a big gaping hole. He fills it, and looks like he's going to get the first down.
He's brought down by Keenan Teasley.
Teasley on the tackle again. You don't like DBs making tackles. But that's going to bring the third quarter to an end. Coach Holbrook holds up his four fingers. We're going to the fourth. It's all Tigers in Manchester on HCTV and WRBL+.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
This is Harris County football, and nobody does it like the county.
And here we go, 12 minutes in the way of Harris County and victory here in Manchester.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, girl?
Is 30 a running clock?
I know.
And they're over here with the huddle on the defensive side.
No, we got 28.
And this defense gonna have to dig its heels in, try to protect this shutout with 12 minutes to go here in the game. Saturday afternoon football on an old school rivalry. Harris County, Manchester, oldest rivalry in the books for either school. We mentioned Harris County with 28 points, the most points they've scored in rivalry history, and also looking to tie the longest win streak in rivalry history. Coach Watson looking for 3 in a row. Shotgun for Hutto. Man in motions. Gamble makes the snap, catches it, goes right up the middle. He's going to get the first down as Indris and looks like Keith Doffett in on the tackle.
Odo keeps it. He was hit first by Keith Doffett.
And bring up second down.
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 5.
Big crowd for Harris County here on a Saturday. And also say it's a little strange without the bands or either team both having commitments for the day. The sound of the county, Dr. Libby and that group done a fantastic job. Here we go under center. Motion man. They're going to hand it to the man in motion. He runs right into the big hole. KJ Neal, Trey Anderson over there, Liam Colley over there. And he is down. It's going to be third down for this Harris County defense. Harris County playing right now for protect the shutout on defense.
Loss of a yard.
They lost one. Third down. About 6 to go. Under center's Hutto. Gamble behind him. Hutto waiting on the snap. He has it. He gives it to Gamble right up in the middle. He's hit and he's driven back. They pull his legs up and drive him to the ground. Keith Doffett gonna bring up 4th down.
Martavius Gamble, the ball carrier.
Hutto to the sidelines to get the call from his coaches. And they're asking for noise. They want this Harris County crowd to get loud, and that's what they're getting. Crowd making a lot of noise over here on the away side. Hutto under center, Gamble behind him, motion man. They're going to fake it, roll out. He's rolling out. Doffett's chasing him. Now Embry's chasing him. It is incomplete. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Coach Watson can send his offense out there. We're under 10 minutes to go at 9:48. 1st and 10 for Harris County. Harris County's offense. See Coach Sweat over there talking to him. Coach Freely and Coach Watson all in the huddle.
First and 10.
Be first down. And there's a flag. Looks like they broke the huddle with too many men. That'll aggravate a coach. Have a penalty like that after a
Illegal substitution.
little timeout.
First and 15.
And there's a snap. TJ Green gets it. Look at him go, driving them legs, trying to get something out of it. He don't want to go down. They finally get him down, but it takes half the defense, maybe more.
Zion Copeland on the stop for the Blue Devils.
They're watching that clock run down. Play clock at 15, just coming out of the huddle. Caden
Second and 16.
Harrison has to watch the play clock now. He's going to try to run it down inside as far as he can. It's at 8-7. He gets the snap, hands it to Love, looking for a crease. And he's going to be taken down just short of the 20, maybe about the 17. Harris County just wanting to play the clock game right now. Just run the clock down.
Stopped by Jaleel McMillan.
Going to be third down and long.
Short gain on the play. Third and 15 for Harris County.
Harris County coming to the line. Matt Love at running back. Caden hard counts. Now he looks over to the sideline. Again, we look at the play clock now. You can watch the play clock. I'll keep you up to date on it. It's a 10 now. So we're at 10-9. Running it down. He's going to snap it around 5. That's exactly what he does. High snap, gives it to Love again. Love taken down. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Matthew Love on the carry. Kenyatta Bronner with a stop for the Blue Devils.
And here comes a punt team. Nate
Fourth down for Harris County.
Daxler in to kick it away. Preston Jenkins, the long snapper. I mentioned before, it seems like Preston Jenkins has been playing for this Harris County team for 7-8 years.
Anthony and Bill
He's
Ford
a fantastic long snapper. We hope not to have the announcer's jinx. We don't. Snap is good. Punt's good. Spiral. Way back. Lands at the 37. Takes a county roll inside the 30. Down to the 25. And it's going to be down at the 22-yard line. Nate Batchelor flips the script. Now we look on the field and there's a flag. Check the flag on this one. Nate Batchelor punted that beautiful spiral, lands, takes that county roll for about 15 yards. And it looks like it might be on Manchester. And if it is, it's a blindside block on Manchester. That's going to back him up to about the 11-yard line. Be first and 10 from there. And that's where Manchester will take over. Again, Harris County having Manchester get the ball deep in their own territory. That's just where Coach Wingard wants right here. He can crank it up a little bit with his defense. Cam Hudson, Indris Aubrey, Trey Anderson, Liam Colley, your defensive line. They have played fantastic shotgun formation for Hutto. Gamble to his left. He's going to look to throw it out there. He throws it. Wide open guy. Skipping at 20, 25. Damon Brooks needs to get him out of bounds, and he does. But a huge gain for Manchester. They're going to call him out. And we got a flag on the play.
Brooks, but we've got
And looking at Manchester's reaction, they are not happy about it. They got called, looks like maybe an illegal formation or some sort.
They're going first down half, 14-7.
And he's going to say from the spot, half the distance. Let's see if they put it on the 7-yard line. And that'll be first down, ball on the 7 now. More importantly, if you're Harris County, you're looking at that clock, and it's 7:03 to go.
First and 15.
They're going to hand it off, looking for somewhere to go. There's nowhere to go. They tried to find a crease. Liam Colley looked like he came in on the tackle.
He's stopped by Kenneth Teasley.
And we're going to take a break as Liam Colley has a cramp going on. We're going to take a break on HCTV and WRBL+. And Liam Colley is up. Had him a cramp. Liam Colley, that Colley family and all they've given to Harris County, starting at the Waverly Hall Rec football. All three of them. Remember his sister, Cricket, just graduated state championship in flag football. She also played tackle football for that Waverly Hall Yellow Jackets. A lot of these guys on this team are Waverly Hall. Played on them great teams back in the 5-6 years ago. And now it looks like they're going to do the heat advisory timeout. But Liam Colley, we mentioned that his brother, a sophomore, had a leg injury, and he's coming back from that. But Xander is a fantastic offensive lineman. Liam plays defensive line and H-back. Cricket was the quarterback of the state championship flag football team. And there you see in the bucket hat, Coach Keith Colley, defensive coordinator of the flag football 71, Xander Colley. But Coach Colley in that bucket hat, that's your defensive coordinator for the flag football. And fantastic defense last season as they gave up 7 points in the playoffs en route to that state championship. Coach Colley really, locking in on that defense and how to coach flag football. He also coaches linebackers for the middle school, and his wife, Miss Sheila, is on the Touchdown Club board, so you can say that family gives all they have to Harris County, and Harris County appreciates everything they've given. And then we will mention on top of that, there's Lenny Moore, president of the Touchdown Club, given that. And the Collies, we mentioned all their on-field success and accolades, but off the field, all super impressive GPAs. Cricket was over 4. It's just incredible. And Liam right around the 4. He's like a 3.8 GPA, incredible. And Lenny Moore, president of the Touchdown Club, helping out. We can't wait to smell them hamburgers, to get some of them burgers in Hamilton in a couple weeks after the road trip to Lowndes. So we're at 6:46 to go in the game. Shout out Kinetic Credit Union, Bass Electrical, Carolite Collin, DMCS, and Bashir's Kubota. All making it possible for HCTV and the kids opportunities, not just on air. You hear Ethan Pettit on air, but behind the scenes in all sports, these students helping out. Now the crowd making some noise. Coach Holbrook wants them loud. Cam Hudson wants to make some noise, and they oblige. 2nd and 14, ball on the 7 here in the fourth quarter. This defense can pin their ears back and go get the quarterback right here. Snap, and hand it up the middle, he's hit, and there they go, driving him to the ground. They know what's at stake with a shutout. And there's a flag for what, who knows. It looked like just celebrating a big play.
He was hit first by Kenneth
Maybe in the eyes of the officials, too much celebrating going on. And maybe they're saying too much celebration in a 28-0 game. But, man, if you're a defense, there's a lot of pride on the line. They're going to say first down, unsportsmanlike. But it's a lot of pride on the line. Manchester does not want to get shut out. No team does. But for Harris County, you hang your hat on the shutout. That is something you're playing for right now on defense. Ball on the 25, second down and 10. First down and 10, rather. Under center. Gamble shifts to the left, man in motion. They're going to hand it to him, looking for a lane. He tries to find one. Indris closes it and snatches him down. Kensman Dixon on the carry.
Dixon, the ball carrier.
And he's brought down right there at the 27-yard line.
2-yard gain on the play.
Indris Aubrey jumps out there, grabs his ankles, and takes him down. It's the clock inside the 6-minute mark. Here they come. Defense trying to dig deep right here, protect the shutout. And you hear the crowd making some noise on this county side. Under center, man in motion. They're going to run a little trap right up the middle. Nothing doing. Harris County stops that one in its tracks. Bring up a third down and long to go.
Dixon. He's hit by Liam Colley and Trey Anderson.
They're going to say Liam Colley, Trey Anderson on the stop.
Short loss
And
on the
play
third
clock
down.
is down. They're going to keep it on the field.
We need the play clock reset at the Perry Street end of the field.
Hutto under center. And this wing tee. They're going to hand it off to Ketzman again. He's going to trip to the outside. He breaks tackles, and he keeps going. Cannon Teasley has to get him and slam him out of bounds.
Ketzman Dixon on
And
the
a
carry.
flag on the play.
Brought down by Cannon Teasley.
They're going to say it looks like a face mask. And here we go. Going to add 15 to the end of it. If they want this shutout, they're going to have to fight for it. Manchester has a lot of pride in them, a very prideful and rich history football program, football team.
Face mask against Harris County.
And they're going to mark off 15 yards inside 5 minutes to go.
Manchester first and 10 from the Harris County 38-yard line.
Hutto under center. Hand off to Gamble. They're trying to close it up. And it's a gaggle of Tigers over there, about 5, 6 of them. Take down Gamble.
Stopped by KJ Neal. Short gain on the play, second down.
Hutto. Back under center, second and 9. Snap was dropped. Let's see. Hutto fell on it.
Covered up by Jaden Hodo. Loss of 1 on the play, third and 10.
Inside 4 minutes, clock's ticking. You see Matt Love right there in the middle of the screen. He's your Alpha Insurance Devin James Agency Player of the Week with a big pick 6 in the first half. Is here Hutto under center. There's a snap. He's going to fake the handoff, look to pass it, throw it over the middle and incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pressure on the quarterback coming from Liam Colley.
See Matt Love, the Player of the Week from the Alpha Insurance Devin James Agency.
Blue Devils 4th and 10.
Devin will go up to the school and present Matt Love with a Player of the Week football this week. Great job, Matt Love, and really capturing momentum with that pick 6 and just changing the game after that play. Here comes a punt. Kick is away, and it's tipped. They say Trey Anderson touched it. And he's going to be down about the 9-yard line.
And the ball will be down on the Harris County 9-yard line where the Tigers will start off 1st and 10.
And they're going to take it over. Offense in a huddle. Harris County's offense is going to get on the field, try to run the rest of this clock out.
First and 10.
Harrison is there's the handoff and taken down. But like we said, right now, it's all about just running the clock down. As Harris County's got their backup.
Quarterback Gavin Horbay with
Some
a
depth
handoff to
getting
number
built right
34,
here.
Ace Reynolds.
See right there. Sweat in at center. And Gavin Horbay in at quarterback. He had a really good offseason. Gavin had a really good offseason, throwing some good balls at practice and at the 7-on-7. So in the shotgun formation.
Flag on the field.
Then we got a flag on the field. See Jaden Marshall, the sophomore in at running back. Right at a minute and a half to go in the game. Now the Tigers in their own end zone. So they try to just run the rest of this clock out.
Second and long.
Jaden Marshall at running back. Electric last year as a freshman. He gets that handoff. Trying to get some people to miss. Whistle the play dead. They're going to stop it about the 4-yard line. Clock ticking away.
I believe Jaden Marshall on the carry. No gain on the play. 3rd and long for the Tigers.
3rd and 15, under a minute. Clock going away. Gavin gets the play call, runs in. Fantastic game by Harris County. As Gavin looks for the snap. Gets a snap. There's a run. They just got out of the end zone. And that's going to put it away. And that should be the ball game. And how about the debut for Coach O and his offense? And how about Coach Wingard and this defense pitching a shutout? Also scored 2 defensive touchdowns as Harris County comes up to Manchester and dominates 28-0. After a long night, multiple weather delays, late start, sitting up here on a decision to be made about 10:30 that we're going to have to come back up here at 2 o'clock. Harris County comes up to Manchester and gets a hard-fought victory, a 21-point second quarter. And Harris County shaking hands. Manchester, Coach Watson, the decision to go get Coach Orpisa to run his offense, to promote longtime assistant. You know, Coach Wingard was an assistant with Coach Watson's first year. He's the only holdover from the previous coaching staff, but Coach Wingard has been Harris County black and gold his whole life, and just meant the world for him to get this promotion. And in his debut as defensive coordinator, his defense dominates, and they win 28-0. Scoreboard already been reset by the Manchester crew. They meet at midfield. Harris County going over for Coach Watson to give "How about them Tigers?" and him to tell them how much he loves them, what a great job they did today. And third win in a row for Harris County. And there's Coach Watson talking to the team. We're going to have Ethan Pettit try to catch up with Coach Watson. Harris County 28-0 victors here in Manchester. Coach Watson down talking to his family. Coach Watson, Lily, Levi, and Jennifer Watson, Miss Watson from the high school. And looks like Coach Watson's going to come over and join Ethan Pettit for this post-game interview. We'll throw it down to Ethan and see what Coach Watson has to say after this 28-0 dominating victory.
Coach, congratulations on the win today. What was the biggest thing you saw in today's game that is going to impact going forward?
You know, probably just the way we train in this game, in this heat, in this environment, how it all get out. You know, we start training in early January for moments like these. So, you know, and we got a lot better this week from the scrimmage game against Brigham this week. Just a lot of different, I would say, enthusiasm, a lot of different physicality. So, man, it was just a great job. Overall team win. Great job.
Yes, sir. This leads me to my other question. How did you have to prepare your team after last night getting rained out and having to continue the game today?
Yeah, it was hard. You know, I think I left the indoor facility about 2 o'clock in the morning. Had to get clothes washed. Had to get the kids back in, short turnaround, and it wasn't easy. But our kids are resilient. You know, they do anything we ask them to do, and they play as hard as they can. And it wasn't easy, but they want to win. So we got it done.
Yes, sir. What your defense obviously was lights out tonight. What was the biggest thing to you that stood out?
Well, you know, last night we played 12 plays on offense and drove the ball 85 yards and got no points. And then they had one play on defense, and we gave up a 33-yard run. So I'm not going to lie to you. Last night I was nervous. They ran one play and got 33 yards, and we challenged our kids this morning when they showed up. We showed them that one play, and we challenged them. And see how they played today.
Yes, sir. Last question for you. What is one thing you want your team to carry over into next week?
Just the energy, just the effort, the physicality. You know, we take pride in playing physical football, and today it shows. So if they keep bringing that every week and play as hard as they can, hit hard as they can, we're going to win some games.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And appreciate it, Ethan Pettit. Wonderful job down there on the sidelines. Shout out to Ethan and Drew Plotted. Drew Plotted down on the sidelines. And as much as Harris County football comes in and dominates here in Manchester, how about a shout out to the entire HCTV crew, as I feel behind the scenes this team dominated as well, especially with the circumstances of last night. Set up here for, I think we counted about 6.5 hours. The team was up here setting up just to get delayed, and then they come out here today, and Drew Plata, sideline crew, was extreme heat, and they done a fantastic job. Scarlett Snyder, Elizabeth Fisher coming in here helping up top with the production. It takes a team, and the team did fantastic. I felt like we dominated just as well as the football team did. And we'll be back to wrap it up here on HCTV and WRBL Plus after this.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And here we go. You see the schedule right here. We're back in Manchester to wrap this thing up. Harris County schedule. We're going to be in Lowndes. Remember, no live stream. That's the only game this season that's not on the schedule to be live streamed in football is Lowndes County. We respect their policy on live streaming, and we'll be able to do a couple hits down there as far as just kind of updates. But we go down to Valdosta in Lowndes County this Friday. Then the first home game, September 4th. We need everybody to come out there. Is a very strong team from Americus and Sumter County coming into town, and they're going to have, you know, the momentum and the motivation to upset a 5A school. And then you see the New Hampstead trip out towards Savannah, Poole County, and then you got LaGrange, Central, Lithia Springs, and Stars Mill all in Hamilton. 4 home games in 5 weeks just to go on the road to wrap it up at Griffin and at Whitewater. But a long way to go for those, but a heck of a schedule built by Coach Watson, you know, KB, and Coach Wheelis, the athletic director, knowing how important these games are to the PSR, which is big time for GHSA. But that's all we got in Manchester today. I think we're going to all run down to the Big Chick and get us a chicken sandwich. For Brandon Schwobel and the entire HCTV crew that did fantastic today, I'm Rick Beach.